could just be me, but I feel like it's actually really cool. And I don't know the word I'm thinking of right now, but so I'll just go with like really cool when I see artists who are enjoying themselves as they're like causing other people to enjoy, them.
Yeah.
So I think it's
that's
something
huge.
to when they're authentically just, even if they messed up, like have you ever seen like some artists, like they're singing, they sound so good and they can sing so well, and like, but they're just enjoying it so much that they might actually mess up their own words or like play a
That's
wrong
me
note.
all the time.
But they keep going, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and you don't even like care or notice it because you're just like, so you're enjoying them enjoying what they're doing, and I feel like there's something so beautiful about that. And so I think if you enjoy what you're doing and you're confident in what you're doing.
And I think it goes back to a lot of what we
think
talked
that goes a long
about.
way.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think a lot of it goes back to what we talked about in the last podcast is like when you understand your why.
Yep.
Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like they might be better than me, but like we're not doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're actually, or maybe they are doing the same thing, but like there needs to be more than one of us doing that thing, that why. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to music, I really want people to feel like they have someone that understands them. They're not alone. They're loved by me, God, people. Like they're just not alone. And that's something I didn't always feel growing up. And so I want people to feel that with my music. I want them to listen and be like, this is keeping me from a spiral, or like, this is helping me get through a dark time.
Yeah.
Like Martay gets it, So when I see someone who's better, I'm like, that's dope. Like, I don't know what your why is, but I love your music. Like it has nothing to do with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like we do the same thing, but we don't really do the same thing unless we have the same why. And so, but like when your why is strong within you, it's like kind of like the engine that keeps you going.
Yeah.
And focused,
Yeah.
on having fun and on
and
pioneering new routes and enjoying, like you said.
I agree. I think also being a musician or just, being an artist, like there's room in that for so many different types of sounds and types of artistry to be showcased. Like there's room for it. I think we would get pretty bored if we heard the same thing
over and
over again. And so I think that is one space where creativity, I don't think will ever get like, you can never do one thing enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's never going to get old. Like it's just so vast, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's always something to discover, something to try. I mean, this is from an outsider looking in, so I don't know, but.
Maybe you don't compare yourself, but you definitely are so creative.
Well, no, in the music,
in the music realm,
music realm.
I will say
specifically.
If you, like, I came to music in terms of wanting to do it from a like really pure place of like, it makes me feel good. I enjoy this. I love it. Like it like makes me feel alive in different ways, and other things do not. Like nothing has made me feel alive. Well, not nothing, but like not like there's not more than 3 things that have made me feel more alive than music. Like doing it live and feeling that. Like I would do music, and this is probably what separates me from a lot of people, but it helps me with comparison. I was doing music like since I was 8 in my room alone, pretending to perform with like my little fake microphone. Like from the start, I really didn't have an audience. So like, but I was having a blast. And I think I can always go back to that and be like, okay, like I've been places where the audience does not connect to my music. It's awkward.
I was going to say, how does that feel? I don't know if I'd want to.
If you only do it for people, it feels horrible. But like when you come from a place where you never really started this for people, you can then be like,
okay.
But y'all don't like this, but I do. Like, I have a blast. Like, we're just going to go hard in the paint, and y'all look a little crazy. And it's funny, too, actually. Like, some of the people that look like they hate your music the most are some of the people that get touched the most.
Oh.
I was in Haines, Alaska, doing a show on a tour one time, and I did like a 5-song set, like as a part of this overall show. And this older guy, he looked like a farmer, was in the back and just like mean mugging. It felt like,
Wow.
And he was in the back just like not concerned, unfazed. He looked a little disgruntled, like, I don't want to be here. And afterwards, he came up to me and said that like one of my songs really touched him. And I was like, I can't live based on how people react to my art form or me, period. Like, I have to be true to who I am. And I can't live based on how people are reacting to others. or myself, because then I'm like not being me.
Yeah.
I'm going to give more effort and that's what a mentor told me too when we were on the road. He was like, Martay, like he started with himself. He's like, I will give the same energy for one homeless person on the side of the street playing this song Free Bird as I would for 5,000 people in an auditorium somewhere.
And that's how
And he did. It was crazy he really did. And so I was like, how can I? And I was like, BS. I know you don't do that. And then I watched him for a whole summer as we toured together, and he did. Absolutely. Every time. Like shredding on the corner, shredding in the venues, like shredding at the coffee shop.
What he did.
He did. And he felt like it doesn't matter how many people are here. Like, I'm called to this. I have to give it 100%. This is who I am.
Yeah. I think when you get too focused on like that, like you said, like the outcome or like doing it for people or like that feedback or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think you can lose your enjoyment of it. Like, you know what I mean? Or you can... Yeah, I just feel like you lose.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
do.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I just feel like you just lose the passion or like whatever it is, like because you get too caught up in like, all right, but how many people like liked it or how many people
didn't like it
or even in the negative. And I feel like it's not. I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't be about that, but I understand like how hard it can be though sometimes, especially depending on like where you're trying to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you are trying to have your like make a living, like I understand that it can be hard sometimes not to get caught up in, how many people were at a show or how much money you made from this.
Or how many people are doing better than you.
Like, anything like that. So I do get that, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, especially with music, I don't know.
And nobody's immune from that too.
Yeah,
like
I feel like
I don't want to make it seem like I'm like not, I'm above it all. So I've definitely gone through like some really bad comparison feedback loops in my life that like spiraled me down. I think, excuse me, that you just have to get to a place to where you fight to get back to like what your reason for doing it is, to keep pushing. And sometimes it's really just taking a break from social media. If that's the root of why you're kind of going through this spiral. But who is it? Theodore Roosevelt. He says comparison is the thief of joy.
Yep.
And I truly believe that. It'll steal all your joy from like doing your craft, loving people well. Like it'll just take it all from you.
I agree.